Sticks and stones may break your bones, but words can never hurt you. We're all taught this as children. We may even say it in moments hoping that it will actually be true. Probably doesn't help. Probably because we're not taught how to use it. By the way, welcome to the Empirical Sword. I'm Lore Master DLC79. I happen to believe that school doesn't teach, and we have to be the masters of our education, meaning we have to go do the learning ourselves, and that includes learning things that we're already taught, but we're not taught how to use. Like this particular saying that sticks and stones break your bone, and that words can never hurt you. And more specifically, words can only hurt you if you let them. Words can only hurt you if you let them. That's the part that we're not taught. See, this is one of those things where knowing something and knowing that it's true is not the same as being able to use it in the situation when you need to use it. You know, for one, that takes practice. I mean, if somebody calls you a mean name and you're accustomed to getting this emotional response in response to that name, then just saying sticks and stones and the words can never hurt me, and just saying it, that doesn't make it true in the moment. Even though in the grand scheme of things, and even on a logical level, it is true. We understand logically that words cannot physically harm us, that we have nothing to fear from words. We know this logically. But when somebody calls us a name and we have an emotional response, logic goes out the window. We need the practice of being able to diffuse that emotional response before it happens. And it takes practice. See, the true power of knowing the saying is not in the knowing that it's true. It's not just knowing it. We have to be able to implement it repeatedly to get the practice. And unfortunately, that means that people need to call you mean names a lot. And you can't let it affect you. You can't let it, I mean, there's going to be an emotional response. Almost always. Unless you reach like Jedi levels of self-discipline. But, I mean, you're always going to have like some sort of hot button where somebody pokes it, you're going to get upset. But you don't have to act on it. And you don't even have to pay attention to it. That's kind of getting into the next video or episode. I don't know. I can't remember if I'm calling these episodes or videos. It doesn't really matter. The next thingy in this series of School Doesn't Teach. That's kind of more advanced, but the basic principle is words can't hurt you unless you let them. And unfortunately, without the practice and the self-discipline of just not letting things get to you, it's going to get to you. But I promise, don't act on it. Keep not acting on it. Keep trying to put it out of your mind. Eventually it gets easier. And eventually you get to the point where most things don't affect you unless you want them to.